Hello, my name is Julie Dolan with WLKY, and I'm honored to welcome you to the final day of Maryhurst's first ever online Week of Hope fundraiser. In a normal year, Maryhurst gathers nearly 1,000 local supporters in early spring for the Journey of Hope Luncheon. It's an event that I've hosted for the past 3 years. Journey of Hope is one of my favorite events because it highlights the special achievements of young people and families who faced and overcome extremely difficult circumstances. At Journey of Hope, members of the community come together to learn about the important work Maryhurst does to empower young survivors of abuse and strengthen families who are really hurting. This year is so special because we're bringing the experience of Journey of Hope to anyone with the internet, and I'm glad you're tuning in and spending a few moments with us today. As we begin, a huge thank you to the Week of Hope's presenting sponsors, Churchill Downs and the LG&E Foundation, along with the rest of the sponsors pictured right here. These organizations have stepped up to help kids and families across our state, and we appreciate their commitment. On a personal note, I believe that Maryhurst is transforming lives because I've seen it firsthand. Before the pandemic, I spent a lot of time volunteering on their campus, sitting with the young girls there and hearing their stories. Each of them had a difficult past, but what soon became clear was that Maryhurst is offering them hope for the future. As a mother to young children myself, it's hard to imagine more important work. For anyone joining us today who may be unfamiliar with Maryhurst Services, I want to show you a brief video that introduces the organization and explains a bit about what they do.
One of the primary outcomes that drives all the interventions that we have here at Maryhurst is reuniting our kids with a family. And we hope that that's their family of origin, but if it isn't, we want them to be in a home with families that love them and care for them and nurture them in the way that every kid deserves.
At Maryhurst, we are committed to creating communities that are free from abuse and filled with hope for every child and family. And we believe that's important because every child deserves to grow up in a home and an environment that is safe and nurturing, and we know that gives each child the best chance for thriving. So to accomplish that mission, Maryhurst has a variety of services that come together to prevent abuse, restore hope, and empower survivors. So the renewal services are available to a wide range of people, all ages, boys, girls, and we can even work with adults.
Our families that come to Maryhurst Renewal come for a variety of reasons. We have families, some families have just hit a rough spot and maybe having some behavior problems at school or having some communication problems in the home. So our therapists and other providers we're going into homes, we're going into schools, we're seeing kids and families in the community and work with the kids on developing their coping skills or addressing the problems that they're having in school. And then we do the same thing in the homes and really work on developing family skills. I think what makes Renewal special is our hope, our strong belief in the resiliency of kids and families. And all of our providers are just experts in engaging with them and building a partnership.
Another important part of Maryhurst's work is restoring hope. And that work takes place on our residential campuses. This is where children come to live, they attend school, and they take part in very specialized treatment opportunities.
Our girls come to us really broken and traumatized and hurt by various things that they've encountered and experienced in their life. Through the therapies that we offer, through the trauma-informed care model that we operate under, it is really a time of healing for them, and they are validated in ways that they haven't previously been validated. And we really try to create a home-like environment in our programs because our girls are here for so long. And while this isn't their home forever, this is certainly their home while they're here. I think the thing that touches me, and it's a small thing, is when I look out my window of my office and I see the staff playing with the girls outside and really just not being burdened with everything that brought them here in that moment. In that moment, they're just kids having fun.
The final piece of Maryhurst Continuum is empowering survivors. And the way we set out to do that is with our transitional living and aftercare services.
Transitional Living program at Maryhurst is an awesome program. It includes our girls who are 16 and above. As they come to Maryhurst, they really may not know where they're going. Our Transitional Living program helps them to understand, conceptualize what it's like to be outside of a residential program. We worked with our girls to help them with life skills, with understanding some of their needs that they have. So our transition services starts with all of our girls and ends with success in a family setting. We're very excited about all the steps in between, but that's our ultimate goal, is to get them where they need to be so that they can be strong for themselves.
So I am grateful and honored every day to be able to be a part of the Maryhurst mission. This is a place where a group of very caring and compassionate people come together to transform and change lives, and I feel so very fortunate to be a part of this.
Working with Maryhurst to partner with our families to create a better community, it's what working here is all about.
I love to tell people that working at Maryhurst has made me not only a better employee, it's made me a better person. It's taught me to interact with people in different ways. It's taught me to increase my ability to have compassion for other people, and to recognize that we all come to life with circumstances that we don't know about each other.
Personally, I get very excited when we're able to place a young lady in a foster home, when we're able to go to an adoption celebration, when we're able to concentrate on the graduation celebration and who they are. I beam with pride in all that I know that I or my team or others here at Maryhurst have done for this girl, and knowing that they're going to walk out with their head held high, that they have accomplished, and that's an awesome, awesome feeling.
The coronavirus pandemic has tested all of our resilience, and the staff and clients at Maryhurst have faced unexpected challenges. Their dedicated team of counselors, therapists, and support staff have stepped up and reshaped the way they care for children and families. When the kids on Maryhurst campuses felt anxious, staff developed coping activities and arts-based relaxation exercises. Out in the community, any family who could no longer see their therapist face-to-face began meeting via telehealth, a platform that has allowed Maryhurst to continue offering well-being services safely. After hearing the stories of clients who lost income, Maryhurst developed a contactless grocery drop-off program to keep food on tables. Altogether, the team has put in long hours during a very difficult time, and we want to recognize their outstanding work. This video features Maryhurst staff talking about their experiences in their own words, and it's capped off with a special creative piece performed by one of Maryhurst's clients.
When we officially got word that we were going to be quarantined, I guess you could say, and the kids were not going to be able to return to school, and the staff were going to have to staff the floor 24/7 basically. We all kind of just looked at one another and questioned what we were going to do.
So initially we came up with plans about how to split our kids and our staff up based on positive and negative cases. And then we set up a health screener, temperature taking. The PPE gear came pretty early on.
We've also had some staff that have tested positive, unfortunately, with COVID, and we've had to battle that. We've had issues with like being understaffed. I mean, if you can think of it, it's been thrown our way.
All of our staff has been working overtime, making sure the kids are signing into their classes, making sure that the kids are safe, and just meeting their needs as best way we can.
The girls were so used to being able to go home on home passes, to visit with their loved ones that they missed, to visit potential foster families, to try to get placement. And when COVID hit, of course, all of that had to stop. And now they are being in the dorms more than ever. So the staff has gotten really creative as far as keeping their attention, becoming temporary school teachers, just doing what it takes as a team to get it done.
I have a newfound respect for teachers and parents. NTI it may seem simple, But when you're dealing with 12 to 14 kids, all on the same computers, doing all the same classes and making sure that they're paying attention to those classes, it gets a bit rough.
We had to get real creative with keeping the clients separate but still engaged, and also making sure we still bring in the volunteers to give kids access to different artistic and creative expression.
I've been really happy and proud at how our team has tried to meet clients and families wherever they're at. So one thing that comes to mind is we have had grants throughout the pandemic where we've been able to provide groceries to families that were really in need.
Kids coming in every day and seeing their smiling faces whenever I'm cooking for them, or whenever we're doing my physical activity groups, and I just see them laughing and joking around with me, it just gives me that fulfillment and just lets me know that I'm making a difference.
What fills me with the most joy being here at Maryhurst is something as simple as taking them on a dental appointment and they get their tooth fixed. We took a group out on Friday and a little girl's smile was just impeccable. And I was just like, she said, "Can you take my picture?" And I took a picture to show her what her teeth looked like. And they had fixed a chipped tooth. She didn't stop smiling for the rest of the day.
Getting to learn their personalities and the things that they like and to just joke with them every day has been a blessing to me. And to be able to share more of myself with them. We've had cooking contests where we baked cakes and decorated them. And just the other day we did a chopped and they had to prepare a whole meal. And it's just the fun and the life that we are able to create family for them. If nothing else, this situation has made us show the girls what true family looks like.
I remember them times people said I would be nothing. Got up on my grind, now I realize I can do it. Any pain I feel, man, I can run through it. Any dreams I have, yes, I can pursue them. I was the only child, head to the ground. Really didn't talk much, never made a shout. Kept my distance, didn't want no one around. Them negative thoughts, yeah, they really held me down.
Just keep your head up, I know you're fed up. Just keep your head up, I know you're fed up. Just keep your head up, I know you're fed up. Just keep your head up. I came from nothing, now I made it. Don't tell me nothing. Every time you called, I was coming. Where was you when I needed something? But I'ma keep my head up, keep my head up. Trying to get this bread up until I get enough. Until I get enough. They gave me all the hate, I turned it all to love. Now watch me graduate, cause I'm a rise above. I came from nothing, now I'm in it. Don't tell me nothing. Every time you called, I was coming. Where was you when I needed something? I came from nothing, now I'm in it. Don't tell me nothing. Every time you called, I was coming. Where was you when I needed something?
I hope you've enjoyed this year's program. As we wrap up, I want to encourage you to watch one final video from a member of Maryhurst's Associate Board. She'll be sharing her powerful story, and she'll also explain how you can support Maryhurst's mission today and into the future. Thank you, and we hope to see you again next year.
Hi, my name is Brady Arsenal, and I'm part of Maryhurst Associate Board. I hope you've had a chance to watch some of the great videos Maryhurst has been sharing during our Week of Hope. If you've ever attended the Journey of Hope Luncheon or other nonprofit fundraiser, you know that we're always looking for opportunities to have you involved in very tangible ways. In this case, we are asking for a financial gift. I want to ask you to give today because I love Maryhurst, but I also want to ask you to give for a very personal reason. I would like you to give to help the girl who is out there who could have easily have had happen to her what happened to me. I was the victim of a sexual assault as a child. The perpetrator was someone that was very close to my family, and this made me feel like I had no one to turn to. I felt confused, scared, ashamed, and alone. I've never spoken of my attack until I was 17. And even then, I didn't know who I could go to or turn to for help. I've suffered from depression and anxiety almost all of my life due to this traumatic event. I was finally able to get help when I was 30 years old, and I'm fortunate to be surrounded by friends and family who love me dearly and have been the support I needed and given me strength to be successful and not just another statistic. If I had spoken out sooner and received the help that I so desperately needed, I feel like my life could have started so much sooner. But then a couple of years ago, someone introduced me to Maryhurst and how important their organization was to our community. This is how I knew I needed to be involved with Maryhurst and their mission. Victims need to know that there is hope, and Maryhurst provides that hope for our future. By giving to Maryhurst, you're helping to make sure children who survive abuse have the care and essentials they need to overcome the trauma that they've endured. Just as importantly, you're helping families who may be struggling to get the support they need to be stable and secure before the crisis hits. So I hope you'll join me by visiting maryhurst.org/hope. There you'll find a donation page that will show you exactly how much your gift will impact us. Thank you for supporting Maryhurst. Your generosity will help transform the lives of our kids and families who need our help now more than ever.